There we go. Ready to go. mRNA making new highs right now in pre-market, guys. Good morning. Damn, I love coffee. Sweet like water. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. What's up, everybody? Morning, Bree. Oof. Let's go. My day is likely done with that. That's amazing. All right, good stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop on this. All right, let's get it popping. All right, NURO still up there, one of the top movers so far. How's my socket? Beautiful, beautiful moves on socket right now. Wow, crazy volume too. Cool stuff. All right, we're gonna give everybody just a few minutes. We'll get started here. I got some potential, some decent, I think, setups here going into today. So we're gonna go over those setups, stocks we're watching, major ETFs. Of course, it is Friday, so if you guys are green already in pre-market or something like that, maybe consider sitting and playing lightly. All right. Ever seen Richie Rich? Yeah, I've seen him. Not in real life. Socket wrenches. I like socket wrenches. Oops. Yeah, beautiful move on socket. In fact, feel free to TP on socket if you guys haven't. So, alrighty. Yeah, so if you guys got socket, your day from last night in post market, your day is likely. You could stop for the day depending on how much you entered, I suppose. But all right, I think we got enough people on here. Morning, Brian. Snap calls. If you got snapped yesterday, you're green today. That is a fact. mRNA over 330. Yes, sir. Juan, that one is starting to really pick up. Yeah, I got a little price decline here in socket and ALZN. So if you guys TP'd or trimmed a little bit here in pre-market, great job. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the news. I think we got enough people on here so far. We're going to go over the major news, what we're looking at going into today. And we do not chew on cords, my guy. Please don't chew on cords. Thank you. Cat over here trying to destroy my possessions. Okay. So as Americans navigate conflicting COVID-19 mask advice, everybody's confused. So I think that doesn't help with the sentiment overall when you have people trying to figure out if this is real or not. Are we really going back into, COVID lockdown or what's happening here? What does more mask mean? What's the deal with, being vaccinated and the new Delta variant? So there's a lot, and this type of headline, catches my eye, especially knowing that the market is in a fragile state, but it seemingly has continued to shake off that underlying sentiment in anticipation for earnings season. So, so Honeywell, one of Heck Diesel's favorite, raises full-year targets after profit beat on aerospace strength. Honeywell International reported a better-than-expected quarterly profit and raised its full-year forecast, helped by improving sales in its aerospace unit as air travel rebounds from a pandemic-prompted slowdown. We have Intel, TI split leaves chip outlook in doubt. Two major chip companies this week gave very different views on whether soaring demand for semiconductors will start to ease in the second half of the year, and it may take another round of earnings next week to settle the question. Again, those of you in your pants up to AMD, please be careful. So right now, let's see here. So things are looking brighter in the financial sector. JP Morgan plans to double its traditional broker business, hiring more than 500 advisors. Carl wants to raise as much as $27 billion for its flagship fund. If successful, the fund would be the industry's largest ever PE pool. So Pfizer's COVID shot gave a strong shield against hospitalization and more severe disease caused by the contagious Delta variant. The bad news is it's just 39% effective in preventing infections. So, obviously Tokyo Olympics taking place, mostly visualized, I think, on TV because it was pretty much empty. There was not a lot of people, and I think the games, it says here on this headline, there's fierce opposition in Japan, where the vaccination rate lags behind other developed countries. So, that's not me. So we got. All right. Bloomberg, I'm not seeing any major headlines here. The Fed will start tapering next year with emphasis on mortgage-backed securities. And according to a survey, economists also see rates rising faster through 2024 than previously thought. As for who will be in charge, a big majority expects Joe Biden to renominate Jerome Powell as chairman. All right. All right. Let's see here. Beachbody joins Clover Health, AMC as top Wall Street bets interest. I don't know if anybody got Body. We talked about this a couple days ago on our live. BODY. And it's really funny that this is now on their topic of stocks to watch, because whoever asked me that, I bought shares. in body for the. I had an alert go off yesterday. It wasn't. I don't know enough about the company to like give that out as like a signal to follow. But the run today was pretty interesting. I think that as long as it holds $10 and pulls back to that mark, that we could potentially see a bounce there. And if Wall Street Bets gets a hold of it, I do think that it's very reactive to volume and certain spikes. So I'm watching that one today. Just simple 1075 mark on that one to the upside. Socket Mobile, guys, I am holding on to a lot of my shares there as well. But let's go ahead and let's go over our major ETFs. It is 857. Twitter also says it took a similar hit from the Apple iOS privacy changes, more than expected. Apple is to remove popular DOS emulator that let iPhone users play classic games. Snapchat parent to add 5 games this year, highlighting augmented reality push. That's going to be big here in the future. Of course, we have Seaport Global upgrades American Airlines to a buy, price target $27, whatever. Let's see. Crocs, guys. This footwear company apparently, and if anybody's top shelf is the Crocs master. He really is. He always has been. That guy can play Crocs like nobody else. He probably wears them too while he plays them, but the footwear company has outperformed Apple, Tesla, and expert traders. So they're expecting more upside on this stock. So it might be worth digging into and doing a little bit more research into. So let's see. That's about it, guys. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get to our major ETFs here. So starting with SPY, looks like in pre-market we're holding that support. That's the exact same support that we were talking about yesterday. Hold on one second. I should probably write this down. All right. Well, that didn't work. That was a terrible idea. Yeah, never mind. Okay.
It's 9 o'clock.
Well, you guys can follow. We're on YouTube Live right now. I will be shutting down the TikTok stream momentarily. But anyway, so on SPY here, this is the support that we need to hold. At the most, I think that a wick to 436.27 is likely. We did get a gap up. That's not. Wow, that's so weird. We literally said this morning. SOS2 is spiking here in pre-market. Big volume. But we have a little gap up. We actually talked about this last night. I said that I wasn't super fond of a big or a little gap up because that means that gap needs to get filled, and if that gap gets filled, we've broken down broken that trend line. So that being said, I would urge you guys anywhere below 437 to 436.50. That range right there is where it's probably best to sit on cash until you get a definitive move. Fridays can be really big. We have had several days of consistent gains as SPY has lost volume running up into Friday. I'm looking at several different other stocks that we have swung. Snapchat, Microsoft, all those guys. Those of you who swung Microsoft, again, I think you're going to pull back to 286 at a minimum here at the bell. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and signal for you guys to take profit if you're in Microsoft in any shape or form. Because at this point, with it being Friday, I'd rather take a cheaper contract on a bounce than weight, and unfortunately Microsoft may make its way back down. I'd like it to hold 287. Will end up being green. My bad. Okay, but anyway, as you can see here, Microsoft has a pretty long ways to go till it hits the support, which will make another great buying opportunity. So we'll watch the dip. Also, those of you who bought ticker CHCR 3 days ago, not much of a move here, but I do like the setup here. You guys are up just a little bit. But that one is, I like that one right now. I like that setup here at the bell. But anyway, Microsoft, I would say a predictive price target right now is 285. So not a lot of room to take advantage of lucrative options unless we get a sell-off. But other than that, we'll be watching and waiting for the bounce and watching for momentum plays. But I do believe that those of you who can scalp and know how to play that downside nice and quick, that 286.10 is that first mark, and then you're going to be watching for that next mark at 285 on Microsoft. So TRY gold mining, we'll take a look at it in just a second. I'm going to go over the Qs. So again, same thing with our Qs here. Let's go back out to our 4 hour. So I talked about this last night, about my weariness, I guess, in a way, on taking Microsoft and other tech stocks. I think we pull back today again, guys. I think we get a red day. I think we might have a red day at a minimum 262, 263 on the dot is the first pullback area, with the secondary support being around 261.15. I think we get a pullback, but I could be wrong, and we could break this channel to the upside. Watch for a brief sell-off. Watch for a bounce around 263. You get a bounce there, and you get momentum. We could see some room to the upside. But I talked about how we exchanged this support for resistance, and now we are at that exact same price target with the potential to double top. Real quick, CCIV just had a price spike here, price spiking up 45 cents, up 1.84%. So IWM here, and in fact, hold on, let's not move too fast. So what we can do here, go to the hourly time frame. We can set an alert halfway there, 264.50. And then have this 20-day moving average 264 break to the downside. Now again, it's always possible we hold the support. So if we hold the support, then the immediate target, of course, is 265.50, or a break of 265.50, and then hopefully I would say a push past 266.65 is needed in order to reclaim support and not fall. And also the Dow. So the Dow here, guys, looks like it's not going to be able to hold that support as well. So I would imagine, and personally, hold on one second. Yeah, so we're in this little channel here. At most, we stay consolidated here on the Dow, but I don't like that the Dow has such a massive gap all the way to 34.6. So if it gets to 34.6 or 345.75, that's more than likely where it would bounce if it pulls back. If it pulls back, it's got kind of an ugly setup here, guys, so it needs to really break and hold. And I talked about the industrials last night, so yeah, DD's gonna die, man. I'm waiting for DD. I will wait for news on DD, and I will only buy speculatively, not with any investment worthy injury. even if it misses, even if it means I have to miss the play. So what do I'll go over that in just a second. So we got the Dow, IWM probably moving up here a little bit in pre-market. Yeah, this one holding that bear flag, guys. Everything looks like it's gonna go red today. I see a red day below 219, 219 break, and I think that we see 217.40 on IWM, which would likely hurt these penny stocks. So those of you in pennies, make sure that you pay attention to the potential bounce that is definitely needed at 219. You get a bounce there, and you can break above 220.72. Things just might be all right, and you might have a chance to break to the upside. Let's see here. You ever drink too much coffee? Yeah, me too. Alrighty, so I think we got everything. Damn, AMD. Okay, so we got our major ETFs here. Of course, Microsoft, as always, on my list to the upside and the downside. So again, 287 break. I might end up shorting it quickly to 286, or even a potential 285 strike pullback with options. So I'll be eyeballing this one, but we know where our support is, and we know where our resistance is. So right now, dead wall at 288 caused by the Snapchat earnings. This one more than likely is going to pull back. CCIV here, getting some news and volume spike here in pre-market, guys. CCIV, nice spike here to 24.78 and pull back under that 200-day EMA. Another one that I'm watching today is HOG. So HOG, funny enough, those of you who we talked about this the other day, I think that HOG is nearing, well, I don't think, I know that HOG is nearing and is probably at, yeah, it is at its daily support. And that being said, with HOG, I am anticipating a potential bounce here. I don't think that, especially after reporting a relatively decent earnings here, I can't imagine that they're just going to fall off the face of the earth. And that being said, resistance is so far away right now. It's, well, 43.35 as a reasonable target for HOG, that I'm willing to take this for a potential swing trade for this bounce off support. And as you can see here, in pre-market, we have already seen a bit of a bounce. So 40.88 right now. 41.15 is another entry here as well, but I am watching today for that bottom to happen and a close and push above 40.85. You can watch this one on the hourly too and wait for that $41 break with the first immediate target of 41.67, but I will likely go out long on that one. Yeah, so CCIV, Corp IV stockholders approve Lucid business combination. MDGS. MDGS here, guys, moving up here in pre-market. Big pop. Keep your eyes peeled on that one. I'm not sure what the news is on that one. All right, so we got HOG, we got Microsoft. One of the other ones, of course, NVIDIA here, up at 196.75, holding that pattern. This one looks like a potential reversal as well. I'm getting an alert here on CCIV. CCIV alert. Maybe not a terrible idea for a pre-market buy here. It is at 24.76. If you guys are looking to get into equity, this one could be a runner over that $25 level, guys. $25 on CCIV with that positive catalyst, of course, is good stuff. This one outside of that sector that's being afflicted right now. NIO, on the other hand, strong pullback here already in pre-market. So. All right, we got a 911 here. 1 second, guys. I'll get to your questions and stuff. Puts on anything China. Curious what can you do Bitcoin, because I see a rejection at the 33K trend line and think we are going back down. Yeah, I'll check those out in just a second. What do I think of Cliff? If you guys want to hop on the YouTube live, the link is in bio. I'll chart that for you. All right, so NIO is red, boy, and I would have likely taken that for a short here after it bear flagged underneath it. But damn, what a beautiful play. This one probably going for maybe a little bounce back up to 44.34 before you see another rejection there, and then a break below 48.81, likely take you to a new low around 42.75. AMC, yeah. The market pulls back, and in fact, good call there, Joseph. As you can see here, we actually lined up a speculative resistance yesterday, and looky there. I literally don't even know where and why I drew that line, but here it is, and it's bouncing off of that support, so it looks like we're heading back up to $44 today, or 45 at the most, which could be a point of consolidation here. So wait, Bezos had wrist candy? He had like candy? That's hilarious.
No, I think he means like an expensive watch, maybe?
Oh, that's how uncultured I am. I don't wear watches.
Yeah, I think he means an expensive watch. Yep, he does, yeah.
Watch this. Hey Siri, what time is it? Oh, I got her disabled. Never mind. But if things were normal. No, I'm kidding. Yo.
Guys, I wanted to say something real quick. Garrett, were you just talking about AMC when I joined?
Yeah.
Okay. So I read something on Twitter, and it was an article that was also released that was retweeted. So as of yesterday, most hedge funds were doing 90% of their AMC trading in dark pools.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
So
I can verify that.
If you're not trading on regular exchange, and you're having to trade on dark pools, you're obviously fucking, excuse my language here, extremely scared of price action and what's going to happen to you when you have to trade on a regular